All right, last question for this particular quiz, and last question for the year, actually, because after this quiz, we're going to take a test next week over this fun, and that's it. That's 2021, and we'll start statistics in January. But for this question, the first thing they recognize is if you have a log that doesn't have a base, and it just jumps right into a number, what they're doing is they're suggesting that this is log base 10. So anytime you're given a log that doesn't have a number like on this one, they have log of 1,000. It's referred to as the common log, and it's going to be base 10 every single time. So if I have log 5, that's really log base 10 of 5. So any logs out there that don't have a base, it's assumed that they're base 10. All right. Now this makes it really easy. What we're going to do is evaluate some logs. You should have a calculator. There is a calculator in the Google Classroom that has log. I've got my handy dandy calculator right here that's part of my computer. I think there's a calculator on your guys' Chromebooks as well, and it makes it really simple. The only problem is calculators don't allow for bases for logs. So there's a real easy trick that I'm going to show you that you can do to solve these problems. All right, first of all, if I have log 1,000, all I'm going to do is go to your calculator and type in log of 1,000. So we got our log. Oop, oop, oop. I don't know why I said that. On this calculator, it's weird. I have to put my 1,000 in first. And then when I press the log button, it gives me the log of 1,000. And the answer is 3. And that makes sense. So if I were to say the log of 1,000 is 3, since the base is 10, this is going to be log base 10 of 1,000 equals 3. Well, let's change it into a exponential form. Our base is 10, the number is 3, or I'm sorry, the exponent is 3, and the number is 1,000. And that makes sense because 10 to the power 3 is 1,000. And you would type it in just like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring up your guys' calculator on the Google Classroom. So if I go over to the Google Classroom, and we had it in the syllabus, there it is. It's sneaky. Maybe I'll move that. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'm going to put this in with the attendance. So I'm going to hit pause real quick. All right, so up in the attendance block, the attendance assignment, I went ahead and put a scientific calculator so that you guys can do logs with that. And what we're going to do, if you go over to function, there's a log right here. And so what we want to, let's just go ahead and try that log 1,000. So if I'm doing log 1,000, it gives me that number 3 really quick. So that's how you guys would do it on your calculators. And the next one is, let's go ahead and look at our work. The next one is going to be log base 4 of a quarter. Now, a quarter is only 25 cents, so you don't have to write it in as 1 over 4, but you could. And there's a simple cheat code for this. As you can see, not there, but here on the graphing calculator, they don't give you the option to put a base in. So if I go with my log for the graphing calculator, there is no base. It's just a log, and oh man, I can't go in there and type in that little base. It won't let me. Oh no, I can't. And I'll have students that'll do this. They'll say times 1/4, and this is all kinds of wrong. Like the answer is 0. That doesn't work. That's not right. So what we're going to do instead, erase that. I'm going to show you a little cheat code to use calculators. What we're going to do is put log of the number on top. So log of 1/4 goes on top. And then since this base is like down in, it's like a sub base, we're going to divide that by the log of 4. And that will give us our answer. It's a little cheat code to write a base into a calculator. You do the log of the number divided by the log of the base. So let's go ahead and take a look on the calculator and see what that's all about. So like I said, I'm going to do log of the number, which in our case is 1 divided by 4. I'm going to close parenthesis. I actually need to go out of the parentheses. So I used my arrow key to get out from underneath that. We're going to divide by a log of 4. And that gives us our answer. In this case, it was -1. All right. So we'll go back to our work. And the log log base 4 of 1/4 is going to be equal to the number -1. Well, let's take a look at that. Why would that be? Well, if our base is 4 and our exponent is -1, that means we just flipped it. So we took 4 over 1 and flipped it and got 1 over 4. We did talk about that in class a couple weeks ago, where a negative exponent is just going to flip the fraction. So 4 as a fraction is 4 over 1. So 4 to the power of -1 would be that flipped. All right, I'm going to stop the video here, but I am going to do some practice problems on evaluating logs. We'll do a couple of them, and that'll be it. That'll be your quiz. So we're going to go from a base to a log, from a log to a base. We'll evaluate some logs, and the quiz will be over. And go team and stuff.